This is your technical update from the LMAX Exchange Research and Analytics Desk for Friday, November 21st, 2014. So the euro continues its recovery off of the recent 2014 lows at 23.58 that were set on the 7th of November, but the market ultimately should remain well capped below the 50-day moving average, which has been a good indicator to cap gains over the past several months. A break back below 123.58 would open the door for a retest of the 2012 base at 2040, and really only the establishment back above the 50-day moving average would force a shift in the structure of this market. Sterling dollar. Cable is in the process of recovering off its recent yearly low at 55.90 that was set on Wednesday, but the market is going to need to establish back above 57.38, that's the high from Thursday, to encourage the prospects for a more legitimate reversal. Inability to do so will keep the pressure on the downside, with a break to fresh 2014 lows below 55.90 to open the door for the next extension down towards the 153 area. Dollar yen. Dollar yen is in the process of correcting following fresh 7-year highs and 2014 highs, up just shy of 119. The market put in a bearish reversal day on Thursday, a topping formation, and we should expect to see some downside follow through over the coming sessions following that toppish formation. But a break below 116.80, the low from Wednesday, would be required to really confirm the onset of correction and put the pressure back on the downside. Ultimately, the trend remains intensely bullish, and the market will be looking for a higher low ahead of the next push towards 120 and above. But over the interim, given technical studies which are well overbought on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, this market could be poised for a short-term correction. Euro Swiss. Euro Swiss has been making an impressive recovery in recent sessions after stalling out just shy of critical psychological barriers at 120. The market, however, will need to push back above the previous base at 2045 to officially take the pressure off the downside. Aussie dollar. Aussie remains locked within a downtrend, and following a recent break to 85.41 is looking for the next major downside extension below 85.41 and into the 8300s. A recent high at 87.96 has been capping gains, and really only back above 89.11 would ultimately force a shift in the structure. Until then, the pressure remains firmly on the downside, with the market expected to trade lower over the medium term. Dollar CAD. Dollar CAD is in the process of correcting off recent 2014 highs at 14.67, and the market is now looking to establish a fresh higher low ahead of a bullish resumption. A break back above 14.67 would open a move into the 117 area, while ultimately only below 11.22 would force a shift in the outlook for this structure. Kiwi dollar. Kiwi dollar has mostly been locked within a consolidation over the past several weeks, although the market did recently break to a fresh 2014 low at 76.60 on the 7th of November. Ultimately, the pressure remains on the downside, with any gain seen well capped below 80.35 and a break back below 76.60 opening a bearish continuation down into the 7,300 area. SPX 500. The SPX 500 is now broken out through previous resistance at 2059 to fresh record highs on Friday, up above 2060 to 2062 thus far, and the market is looking now at the next figure around 2070. Clearly, the focus over the medium term is on a test of major psychological barriers at 2100. But given the market's move since October 15th and the extension that we've seen, there is the risk for a short-term correction to allow for these technical studies to unwind. A break back below 2030, that's the low from the 17th of November, would be required to suggest the onset of a correction and open the door for a more significant retest of 2002, the low from the 4th of November further down. Gold. Gold is in the process of correcting off the record, the 4-year lows that we saw this year at 11.31 that were set on the 7th of November. The market has mostly been consolidating just under 1,200, and a break back above 12.05 or below 11.75 will be required for a clearer directional insight over the coming sessions. Ultimately, the trend remains to the downside while below 12.56, with only a break back above this level to force a shift in the outlook. That's all for today. Wish everybody a good weekend, and see you back again on Monday.